New details tonight. A 7-year-old in Fountain is back with his mother after she was charged with child abuse.
Now, the boy was kidnapped this past Saturday night, found the following morning. Fountain police now tell us this case a reality check about how the system works or doesn't work when it comes to protecting our kids.
News 5's Natalie Chuck is joining us live in studio. And Natalie, a lot of people really concerned this boy was allowed to go back home.
Yeah, that's right. And the county's Department of Human Services and law enforcement tell me removing a child from their home is a lot easier said than done, even when police strongly encourage it like they did in this case. This is the road where Fountain police found 7-year-old Ashton Lehman. They say the little boy was kidnapped and eventually locked in a shed being used as a chicken coop.
We definitely believe that because we got there and as fast as we got there, that we saved something bad from happening that day.
Now, the 28-year-old man who was last seen with Ashton here in Fountain, then reportedly found in the shed with him, faces multiple felony charges, including kidnapping. The boy's mom is also charged with child abuse.
Yeah, it's a misdemeanor charge, so it's not physically abusing the child, but it's lack of care and lack of, it's kind of a neglectful situation.
According to the arrest documents, the boy asked his mom if he could have a sleepover at a friend's house, but would not tell her who it was. She reportedly said no and then went to bed without making sure her son was back home. Police say community members told them they see the boy alone often, walking around busy roads like this one with no supervision.
We've even found out that he's probably gone to Walmart by himself, which is 8 miles up the road. No 7-year-old boy should be doing that.
The boy was allowed to go back home even after his mom was charged with child abuse.
The removal of a child from their home and their family is a traumatic event for a child, and that's what we're trying to prevent, is trauma to children.
The El Paso County Department of Human Services says taking a child from their home is a last resort and would require things like a, quote, specific and observable threat to the child and a risk for moderate to severe harm if not controlled immediately.
We are working with families to address those threats and to address those issues in order to get those under control first.
DHS also does not have the power alone to remove a child. They say it takes the help of law enforcement and the district attorney's office to make that happen. But Fountain PD believes this is a case where removal was warranted.
When there's a 7-year-old boy in his life at stake, we have to do whatever we can to make sure that doesn't happen again. And by putting him back in the home, in our opinion, that is not what's happening.
Now, what DHS and Fountain Police do agree on is calling them if you see something wrong. Fountain PD says if you see a young child walking around alone, you should call the police. And DHS says you can always call the anonymous child abuse or neglect hotline to report something because they cannot build a case if they do not have any information. That number is on your screen.